Michigan finally did it. The Wolverines finally got over the hump and won their playoff semifinal game to make the national championship, where they'll be looking to win their first national title since 1997 when they take on the undefeated Washington Huskies. And guys, this national championship is going to be awesome. A true clash of styles, a rivalry renewed. This is what you want for a national championship. And today, we're here to tell you 3 reasons why Michigan can win the national championship. Later today, we'll break down 3 reasons why Washington can win the national championship. And then tomorrow, we will tell you who will win the national championship with our official championship prediction. So welcome back to the Gridiron Expert, guys. We're so glad you could join us today. Ready to talk all things Michigan right now. As always, please continue to like, comment, subscribe, and check out everything down in the description below. That includes our website, thegridironexpert.com, our holiday special over there, our expert picks over there. We're hitting over 63% of our postseason bets this season. So if you want to win big with us now, if you want to win big with us next year, go sign up. The link for that down in the description below. Those prices will change very, very soon. So the earlier you sign up, the better. It's never too late to sign up, never too early to sign up. Go check it out. Again, the link down in the description below. Become a member of that GE Nation. So 3 reasons why Michigan can win the national championship on Monday. There's a lot, guys. I mean, we're not really looking at, J.J. McCarthy. We're not really looking at Blake Corum. We're not looking at the coaching. We're looking at other things that maybe might fly under the radar. The first thing for me is Michigan's ability to dominate the time of possession. Time of possession is key, guys. When you're facing an offense like Washington, when you're facing Michael Penix and that offense that can get a 50-yard bomb like that can score like that, you want to try to keep them off the field as long as possible. You want to try to limit the amount of possessions that an offense like Washington is going to have. That's going to be a major key for the Wolverines. And Michigan's done a great job of that with almost all of their opponents this year. Wolverines have won and dominated the time of possession in 11 of the 14 games they've played in this year. I mean, it hasn't been like a 31-minute to 29-minute type of deal. It's been complete domination when it comes to time of possession. They have 24 scoring drives this year, guys, of 5 minutes or more. 24 scoring drives, including field goals, but 24 drives that have resulted in points that have taken over 5 minutes. And in their 3 biggest games this year, they have had some major drives that have taken a lot of time off the clock, resulted in points, and ultimately led to a victory. For example, against Penn State, a 9-play, 5-minute, 21-second touchdown drive, and a 13-play, 8-minute field goal drive. 13-play, 8-minute field goal drive. Against Ohio State, a 14-play, 6:51 touchdown drive. A 13-play, 7-minute field goal drive. That was late in the fourth quarter. It took a lot of time off the clock and allowed Ohio State only one last chance to go down there and try to win the game, and the Buckeyes failed to do that. Against Alabama, a 10-play, 5-minute, 18-second touchdown drive, and later in the game, an 8-play, 4:37 touchdown drive. So Michigan, we've said it all along, they are not the most explosive offense in this game. They're not a team that's going to go for that quick hitter, that big explosive play like Washington does. But they're a team that can wear you down, that can chew up the clock, limit your opportunities, and then wear down that defense. Make them really tired because they can't get off the field. That kind of goes both ways here. And they're wearing them down with our second reason, which is the ability to dominate the line of scrimmage. Michigan all year long, and kind of what their style has been bully ball. But we're going to bully you up front with our very dominant offensive line, an offensive line that paved the way for 4.1 yards per carry against Alabama, an offensive line that's only allowed 19 sacks this year, an offensive line that's allowing 159.5 rushing yards per game behind Blake Corum, who's rushed for over 1,100 yards and 25 touchdowns, breaking that record against Alabama. This is an offensive line that's been absolutely dominant, and they are just bullying you up front. And we always say battles and games like this, especially in a massive game like a national championship, these games are won in the trenches. And one could argue that Michigan owns that edge. They definitely have a very strong offensive line, and their defensive line is absolutely outrageous as well. And if you want to disagree with that, I highly recommend you go back and watch the first half of that game against Alabama. And I know the Crimson Tide's offensive line a little shaky, but Michigan had, 5 sacks in the first half against Alabama? Completely took away the dual threat capability of Jalen Milroe. On the day, Michigan had 6 sacks against Alabama. They had 10 tackles for a loss against the Crimson Tide. They have 39 sacks total on the year. And here's the thing. If you want to disrupt Washington's offense, you've got to disrupt Michael Penix. You've got to get him, unsettled. You've got to make him uncomfortable. Texas didn't do that. Texas, when they played Washington in their semifinal game, the Longhorns had 0 sacks on Washington and only had 3 tackles for a loss. That's it. And you saw what Washington was able to do. Penix just lit up that Longhorn secondary. Give him time in the pocket to throw, he's going to deliver. So Michigan, their ability to dominate a line of scrimmage all year long is what could separate them in this game against Washington. Not just creating ways for their offense to take up the time of possession, but also maybe creating pressure on Michael Penix and disrupting that offense a little bit. And then finally, reason number 3. There's a lot of different reasons, guys. We'll break down more in our national championship prediction. But number 3, ironically, is the kicking game. And I know that sounds ridiculous, right? You go back and you look at the Alabama game and you go, they missed a field goal, they missed an extra point, a botched extra point. It wasn't a miss, it was a really bad snap. What about this kicking game makes it very special? Well, look, James Turner, the kicker from Michigan, has been phenomenal all year long. He's only missed 3 field goals all year. And prior to his 49-yard miss against Alabama, had made 13 straight field goals. We're not talking about the entire special teams unit here. We're talking about a guy that if the game's on the line, a 31-31 game, 2 seconds left, who can deliver? Can James Turner win the national championship for Michigan? We believe that he can. 13 straight field goals prior to that miss against Alabama. He has a long of 50 yards this year. He only has 1 miss under 49 yards this season. 1 miss from under 49 yards. And again, only 3 misses all year long. He's a guy that, in the clutch can and has delivered. Washington, they've got solid special teams as well, but their kicking game not nearly as strong. Washington's kicker only has a long of 47 this year. He has not attempted a kick longer than 47 yards all year. He has 3 misses of under 40 yards this season. So if it comes down to it, if you are Washington or Michigan, which team's going to feel more comfortable maybe lining up for a game-winning field goal, especially a game-winning field goal that's maybe a little over 45 yards? I think that edge would probably go to the Wolverines and James Turner, who's been pretty much money all year long. That is a reason, guys. People, we talk so much about offense. We talk so much about defense. Your kicking game, making sure the ball goes to the back of the end zone, making sure that you actually make your field goals, you make your PATs. Those are things that can make or break you. To me, they're like free throws in basketball. We don't talk nearly enough about free throws, but those are things and those are gimmies that can make or break whether you win or lose a game. And that certainly could be the case in this national title game down in Houston. Special teams, James Turner, he could be an X factor for the Wolverines on Monday. So there you go, guys. 3 different reasons why Michigan can win the national championship on Monday. Time of possession, dominating that like they have all year long, dominating the line of scrimmage like they have all year long, that battle in the trenches, and then special teams, primarily place kicking with James Turner, could be a very big reason why the Wolverines captured their first national title since 1997. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching us here at the Gridiron Expert on YouTube. Stay tuned. Later today, we'll have 3 reasons why Washington can win the national championship. And then again, tomorrow, our official national championship prediction, who will win between the Wolverines and the Huskies. Stay tuned. Tons of national championship coverage coming your way right here on the channel. But until then, please continue to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos. Check out everything down in the description below. The holiday specials over there, the expert picks over there. Never too late to sign up. Go take advantage of that today before the price changes. We want you to hop in on that GE Nation while the iron's hot. Go check it out. Again, the link down in the description below. And once again, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you next time right here on the Gridiron Expert.